Hello and welcome to episode 1 of playthrough through King's Quest V. Absence makes the heart go yonder. This is the 5th King's Quest game in the series. I believe it was originally released in 1990. I haven't played it in ages. It is available for sale on GOG.com. I recently released playthroughs of the previous 4 games. The first 3 were given free remakes through AGD Interactive, which were very good. But the entire series is still available and play on modern computers. That being said, I'm excited to jump right into this one, trying to play the games through in chronological order. And without further ado, let's do it.
Have you previously played King's Quest V?
This is great. So historically, this is the first game in the series to get the VGA 256 color treatment, and this is the first game in the series to really be a point-and-click adventure.
Warning, this cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
All right, let's watch it. So, this is the first game in the series to actually initiate that point-and-click icon. Very, very, very fun, and I'm excited to play it. Yikes. It's cool to play Graham because we haven't played him since King's Quest II. So at the very beginning of King's Quest IV, he has a heart attack, and by the end of King's Quest IV, Rosella has provided him with this magic fruit that gives him like long life and vitality and all that. So he is quite capable of adventuring. Oh, it's heart attack number 2.
What has happened?
Look out, Graham! A poisonous snake.
Ooh, I can tell you what happened. What? Ooh, I know what happened to your castle. I saw it all. Yes, I did. You did? Well then, what happened? Ooh, it was the powerful and evil wizard Mordak who did it. Ooh, I just happened to be visiting with an old friend when I saw him materialize out of thin air. Thank goodness he didn't notice me. Well, don't stop now. Go on. He conjured up a terrible whirlwind that swirled faster and faster around the castle. With another incantation, Mordak then caused the wind to draw the castle up into the sky and out of sight. Ooh, it was something to see, all right. Why? Why would this wizard, Mordak, want my castle? What could he have against me and my family? That I don't know. Ooh, I only know that it was Mordak who took your castle and your family. Well, perhaps I can help you. My employer also happens to be a wizard, which is why I recognized Mordak. Ooh, unlike Mordak, though, my employer is a very good wizard. His name is Crispin Arthur. but we all call him Crispin for short. The only problem is, you see... Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Oh, Cedric.
Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. The only problem is that Crispin is getting on in years and tends to be a bit forgetful.
I don't know. This doesn't sound as if it would work.
Oh, sure it would. Crispin is a very qualified wizard, one of the best. He just gets a little forgetful now and again, that's all. Now, where is it? Oh, I know I brought it with me. Aha! Here it is.
What is that?
Well, it is my opinion that you don't stand a chance against the likes of Mordak. Oh, excuse me for saying, Your Majesty, but you don't have a choice. You must come with me. I'm sure Crispin can help you.
Is that like fairy dust or something?
What is that stuff?
Oh, just some old leftover fairy dust I've been carrying around. Oh, it'll help you to fly. You can follow me to the land of Serenia, where Crispin and I live. It's much too far to walk, you know. Oh, I think the fairy dust is still good.
He is so calm considering what just happened.
Come on, up here. Follow me.
God, the graphics are gorgeous. Considering that this is, well, a pretty old game at this point. Wow.
There it is, down here. Come on.
Okay, here I come.
Ooh, looks like the fairy dust just wore off.
Cedric? Where have you been? I've been calling for you. Well, well, what have we here? A bit clumsy, are you? Well, come on in the house and dry off. No sense sitting around like a wet dog. Cedric, go into the house and pour each of us a nice hot cup of tea.
Ooh, aye, aye, Crispin.
The Society of Wizards has always taken a dim view of Mordak and his abuse of his power. Why, he's even been put on suspension a few times. It never seems to do any good, though.
Crispin, why would Mordak want to take my family or castle? What did we ever do to him?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that. Mordak is a very unpredictable wizard. I've never understood that evil mind of his.
Ooh, I thought perhaps you could help His Majesty, Crispin. That's why I brought him here.
Well, let me see now. I used to be a very powerful wizard at one time, you know, but I've gotten a little rusty lately.
A little rusty.
That's quite enough from you, Cedric.
Oh, yes, sir, Crispin, sir.
I don't know what I have that would be of much use to you. Most of my wizard stuff is pretty old and worn out. But let's see what I can find. That won't do. That's all used up. It might work. Here, eat this.
What is that?
That's an old piece of magical white snake I had left over from last year.
Ugh.
With it, you'll be able to communicate with the natural and animal world. You could find that quite helpful. Here's my old wand. I don't even know if it works anymore. Most of its power may be gone. You should know that wands are like pets. They've got to get to know you before they'll work for you. Just treat it with care and respect, and hopefully it will do something for you. You'd better get going, my boy. No telling what that confounded Mordak could be up to. You go with him, Cedric. Show him the way.
Oh,
Yes, you. Don't be such a coward. Now go on. You'd better get started.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate all you've done for me.
I suggest we visit the town first. How about it, Your Majesty?
Please don't call me Your Majesty, Cedric. It's much too formal. I'd like it if you'd just call me Graham.
Oh, I'd be delighted to, Graham. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, the town. You might be able to find some supplies there. It's just over a little hill to the south, not too far.
Well then, let's be on our way, Cedric.
Okay, first things first. All right. The speed, while it says that it's up pretty high, is like remarkably slow. Wow, this is the fastest that we can go.
A small cellar door is located under the house.
Ooh, don't bother with the cellar door. There's nothing there. Besides, it's locked.
Having other things on his mind, Cedric doesn't appear to be in the mood to talk right now.
It's, okay, here's the wand.
The old wand doesn't seem to have any vitality left in it.
It's a little strange to have one of these games with no subtitles. I don't like that. I wish that it had some. There's no option for me to turn them on.
Graham, watch out! A poisonous snake!
It's a classic line that would live in infamy.
A large, venomous snake blocks Graham's passage to the east.
Okay. Wow, it can't go any faster than this? Alright.
The quaint little town of Serenia nestles at the base of a great snow-capped mountain range which rises sharply to the east. The quaint little
If you're going into town, I'll just wait for you here. I had a nasty run-in with a big dog once, and I feel much safer out here.
Okay.
While blocking an alleyway, a frustrated man fixes a broken wheel on his wagon. Graham notices an old wooden barrel on the street corner. Inside the barrel, Graham sees an old rotting fish. Graham leans way down into the barrel and removes, the smelly old fish.
How goes it with you, good fellow?
Not well, I'm afraid. This old wagon's always giving me trouble.
Can I help you in any way?
Thank you kindly, but I think I can handle it.
All right then. Good luck.
Thanks. With this wagon, I'm gonna need it.
May I help you, sir?
Yeah, I want that nice blue cloak right there. The music is a little bit loud.
I'm interested in buying something here.
Ah, let me show you some things. A fine piece of cloth. With this material, I could make you beautiful shirts. There isn't a more beautiful piece of fabric to be found anywhere. With this, I could make you the finest trousers you've ever had. Well, what do you think?
I think I got no money.
Well, right now I'm just looking. Thanks anyway.
Sure. Whatever you say, I'm just here to help.
In the corner of the shop, draped casually over a tailor's form, Graham sees a thick, fur-lined cloak.
Here, let me help you with that. Oh, that cloak fits you perfectly. It just looks wonderful on you. Let me tell you, it will certainly keep you toasty warm during the coming winter. Let me know if you wish to buy it.
I don't like this at all.
It's a fine cloak. It could be very useful to a traveler like yourself.
Got no money. Would you like a fish for it?
The tailor wouldn't find that suitable for his business. The young man is too busy with another customer to be bothered by Graham. Not wishing to be put through another speech about fine shirts and trousers, Graham wisely keeps his mouth shut.
How do you do?
Good day.
Toy shop.
Come on in, look around. Let me know if you're interested in anything.
This is a fine little toy shop you have here. You must be very proud.
Danke, son. I've worked very hard at it over the years. But you know, you need to really love it. And I do.
Are most of these toys your creations?
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah.
But not all. Some my son made, some I bought, some I traded for.
You're very talented.
Danke. Well, let me know if I can help you.
The little girl is more interested in her doll. She pays no attention to Graham. Not wanting to buy... Graham notices a strong little sled hanging on a side wall.
That's a fine sled, isn't it? Any child would love to have it.
Yes, I was just admiring the workmanship.
Danke. If you'd like to buy it, let me know.
A pet goldfish swims endlessly around in its fishbowl. The little sled has captured Graham's interest.
The shipment of carving wood hasn't come in yet. What should we do?
If it's not in by tomorrow, I'll send you to the sawmill.
Okay, Papa?
The little sled has captured Graham's interest. Not wanting to bother...
Grandpapa?
Ja, mein Darling?
Yes?
Can I keep this doll? I really like her.
Now, Katrina, you know these toys are for sale for other kinder. Besides, you've got plenty of dolls. You can play mid-air, but just be careful.
All right, Grandpapa. I'll take care of her.
Graham notices a shiny silver coin lying forgotten on the street near the broken wagon. Bending down, Graham quickly retrieves the silver coin from the street. The cart is too heavy for Graham to move by himself. It is but a common silver coin.
A shoe shop.
Take a look around if you want, but we don't have any shoes to sell you right now. We sold our last finished pair yesterday. Our business ain't doing so good anymore, and we're getting too old to keep trying.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There ain't nothing you can do, short of buying us out. But like I said, if you want to look around, feel free.
Okay, thanks.
The old shoemaker wearily hammers tiny nails in a shoe sole. He doesn't even seem to notice Graham. Business doesn't seem to be so good for the shoemaker and his wife. There isn't even one pair of shoes for sale, and the old couple look tired and worn out. A skinny old dog lies down on the hard floor of the shoe shop. This old dog doesn't appeal to Graham. The shoemaker isn't even paying any attention to Graham. The weary old woman has no interest in it.
Okay. Can we go out the back? No.
It's you again, is it? We still don't have any shoes for sale.
Okay. Oh, goodness. Wow. Music was a little intense.
Ooh, if you follow this road along the river, you'll come to the town bakehouse. You might find something delicious. I mean, useful there.
Okay. Well, we got a couple items.
Upon a fallen log sits a dashing young prince who looks very sad and confused.
Excuse me, young man. Sorry to bother you, but I couldn't help but notice you sitting there on that log. I was wondering if there was anything wrong.
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, there is. I've been searching everywhere for my fiancée. She's a beautiful princess with long golden tresses, fetching blue eyes, and smooth creamy skin. Have you seen her anywhere about?
Nope.
No, sorry, I haven't seen anyone like that.
That's what I figured. No one has seen her. I bet that a witch who lives in the dark forest had something to do with her disappearance.
I'll keep an eye out for her. If I see her, I'll let her know you're looking for her.
I would appreciate that. Well, I guess I'd better get back to looking for her. I'm not ever going to find her just sitting around here. Thanks for your concern.
Graham feels the eyes of many creatures upon him as he follows a meandering path through the thick wood. What a wonderful bluebird! It could almost make Graham happy again if it wasn't for his family. The bluebird is too busy taking a bath to answer Graham.
If you walk to the south, you will find the town bakehouse.
Okay, well, let's do that. There's a part here, I seem to remember, that you can, like, mess up your entire game if you don't do it right. Involving the cat and the rat and a custard pie.
Ooh, I'll wait for you here, Graham.
And how is your poor dear mother doing, William?
Oh, she hasn't been doing too well lately. But my brother and I help out whenever we can. Thanks for asking, Amanda.
Austin, keep your fingers out of that pie. The pies look lovely. I think I'll take one.
Yes, they were just made fresh this morning. Here you go.
Yes, this will be a fine dessert for our dinner tonight. Let's go home, Austin.
All right.
Here's the last of the pies.
Welcome to our bakehouse, traveler. Of course, all of our wares are wonderful, but today we've got a special on custard pies. Just 1 silver coin each, but take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
The Baker brothers seem to have a pet, a large mangy cat. The wonderful smells of the bakehouse set Graham's stomach to rumbling and his mouth to watering. Delicious, mouth-watering custard pies lining the tables and countertop attract Graham's eyes and nose.
Everything looks so delicious, it's hard to decide what to buy.
Everybody has that problem, but what a problem to have.
Those custard pies look most delicious.
Yes, they're made from a recipe handed down from our dear Mama and her Mama before her.
It's still hard to decide, though.
Well, take your time, there's no hurry.
We just so happen to have a silver coin.
Sir, I would like to purchase one of your custard pies.
These pies cost 1 silver coin each.
I've got it right here. Here you go.
I hope you enjoy your custard pie.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
The custard pie looks delicious.
Can we just ruin the whole game and just eat it right now?
That was the best custard pie Graham has ever eaten.
Oh my gosh, you probably could. Okay. Okay, we cannot eat it. Okay, wow. So yeah, you need that for later. I imagine if you eat it now, then you probably lose the game in about 3 or 4 hours. The Swarthy Hog Inn. Okay.
A large haystack dominates the area in front of the barn. An old, uninteresting barn is located behind the country inn. Just off a rutted dirt road, a country inn overlooks the picturesque rushing river.
Ooh, I'll wait for you out here. I don't like that place.
Graham notices 3 rough-looking men huddled over the bar in serious conversation. Since they're talking in such low tones, Graham can't quite hear what they're saying. A flea-bitten old dog lies asleep in the corner. The dog is just out of Graham's reach. Graham has nothing to say to a sleeping dog.
Gentlemen, please excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Diana's full, ain't got no more rooms.
Hey, boss, this guy looks like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to do with him?
Rub him out.
Struggle as he might, Graham could not escape his bonds. Don't worry, Graham. The innkeeper will soon put you out of your misery. The side door is locked. Carefully, Graham searches through the haystack, but doesn't see anything of importance.
Ooh, watch out for the bear, Graham.
A large bear seems to be very interested in the honey inside the old tree.
I am Queen Beatrice, kind sir. I wish to thank you ever so much for saving our hive from the claws of that horrible bear. In return, I offer you a luscious honeycomb from our hive. Please feel free to retrieve one. I promise my bees won't harm you. It may come in handy on your travels.
These aren't very talkative bees. Graham reaches a hand into the beehive and retrieves a very sticky chunk of honeycomb. Wrapping it in a protective piece of cloth, he then pockets it. Graham notices a large stick lying on the ground near the old tree. Graham bends down and picks up the large stick from the ground.
Okay. Oh, there's the anthill over there, but let's see what's this way first.
Ooh, there's nothing but a hot, dry desert for the west. Most people avoid it because there are bandits out there. Ooh, if you insist on going, I'll wait for you here. Well, there you are. I was just starting to get concerned.
Don't worry about me, Cedric. I'm used to this kind of thing.
A bully of a dog terrorizes the poor ants as he playfully digs at their large anthill. A mangy old dog digs playfully at the huge anthill while the poor ants scurry about frantically. It appears to be an average stick of wood.
Here,
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm King Antony the Great. May I ask who you are?
Why, certainly. I'm King Graham of Daventry, and this is my friend Cedric. We're seeking a way to cross the great mountains to the ocean on the other side.
That is a very perilous undertaking. I wish you would reconsider. But if you shall not, in return for rescuing our home from that flea-bitten cur, I wish to offer you our help, if perchance you may ever need it.
Thank you very much, King Antony. Cedric and I appreciate your kind offer. We look forward to meeting you again.
The ants are too busy to engage in conversation with Graham.
Ooh, there's nothing but a hot, dry desert to the west. Ooh, keep your eye on the gypsies, Graham. I don't trust them.
A gypsy wagon is encamped here at the edge of the woods. On the side of the wagon, the words "Fortune Teller" have been painted. Within the gypsy encampment, Graham notices a tall, burly man who keeps a suspicious eye on him and Cedric. The sullen man doesn't appear to be the conversational sort.
That is clearly an enchanted tree.
A graceful weeping willow tree grows beside a small pond created from her tears. In her branch-like arms she clutches a beautiful harp, as a child would a cherished toy.
Miss Willow?
Yes?
You can talk?
Why, of course I can. What did you expect?
Well, I've never seen a talking tree before. What's wrong?
Everything's wrong, can't you tell? I'm not really a tree. I'm really a princess. You see, my fiancé and I were walking through this wood when a nasty old witch came along and was instantly charmed by my handsome prince. When he naturally refused her advances, she jealously banished him to a faraway land and turned me into a tree. Then she stole my heart.
Stole your heart?
Yes. She turned my heart to gold and took it away with her. The only way I can become human again is to have my heart brought back. Now, all I have to cheer me up is my harp. It's quite magical, you know. It plays the sweetest music you've ever heard. Now please, leave me alone in my sorrow.
We need to fix that.
An old grandfather gnome sits contentedly on an old stump and smokes a large pipe while watching his grandson at play. Sitting on a stool in front of his house, a young gnome happily plays with an exquisite marionette.
Excuse me, sir. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to bother you. I was just noticing your son's marionette. It's very interesting. Where did you get it?
It's grandson, not son, and I made it for him. Why do you care?
I just wanted to comment on its artistry. It's very well done. I don't suppose it could be bought.
If it could, the price would be very steep. I reckon you couldn't afford it. Now, leave me and my grandson be.
Wow.
Graham attempts to speak to the young gnome, but the boy seems to be very shy and doesn't answer. Honey drips at the edges of the honeycomb chunk.
Oh. Okay.
Graham watches with surprise as a contingent of ants marches into the haystack and begins to
I
swarm
love this
through
song.
it.
We are the ants. Come on. Come on.
I'm glad to see there was a way that we could be of help to you. Look here. We found a golden needle in the haystack. I'd like to present it to you. Perhaps you can find a use for it.
Why, thank you, King Antony. I'm honored.
Good luck in your travels, King Graham. And be careful.
This is a large golden needle.
Okay, who do we give the golden needle to? Not these guys. So what's to the right?
The sign seems self-explanatory enough. Enter at your own risk. Beyond the warning sign, the gnarled trees seem to close in, entangling and confusing all who dare enter here.
Back to the east is Crispin's house.
An old hollow log lies in a small clearing before the gloomy forest. The old log doesn't look interesting enough to bother with.
Alright, well, let's go back to town and see if I can give this golden needle to one of these folks. Oh, look out, a poisonous snake. Come on. You're not going to say it?
May I help you, sir? My golden needle! Wherever did you find it?
It was in a haystack by the country inn.
By the inn? Oh yes, I remember visiting there not long ago. Oh, vulgar man, that innkeeper. He has no scruples at all.
Well, I'm glad to see you've got your golden needle back. I wonder, could you possibly see fit to give me that wonderful cloak in exchange for it?
The cloak? Well, why not? It's yours. For the price of a golden needle.
Thank you, kind sir. I'm sure it will help me on my travel.
I'm sure it will. Good luck. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
This fine cloak is thick and warm. Here it is much too warm to be wearing a heavy cloak.
We need to get that marionette. I don't remember how to do it. Anyways, let's save our game here, and I'm going to call it an end for episode number 1. And we will carry on our adventure in the next episode. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day.